for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Butterfly Palace. Have the best day ever at the Butterfly Palace. The Springfield-Greene County Park Board reminding you to go play, and Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service. Call Southwest Missouri's best plumber today for a free estimate. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey, good morning. It is Wednesday. We made it to Wednesday, and that's all I got. Let's do some news.
All right. Another big fire in the Ozarks. This one happened Tuesday morning in the Rogersville area. A house at Farm Roads 186 and 241 caught fire. It took 10 fire departments to get it out. No people were inside during the fire, but we do know that 2 pets were lost. Traffic cameras helped lead deputies in Camden County to a stolen truck. The cameras are known as the flock cameras and can zero in on license plates and alert police to a plate if it is stolen or on a stolen vehicle. And sure enough, that's what happened. 2 women were arrested on tampering with a vehicle and drug charges.
Wow, interesting. This is also interesting. The University of Arkansas is vetting, apparently, the possibility of bringing back former head coach Bobby Petrino. That's according to an ESPN reporter. Petrino coached the Razorbacks from 2008 through the 2011 season. Then he was fired in 2012 after a motorcycle crash that revealed an affair he was having with a 25-year-old former Arkansas volleyball player who he had hired to work in the athletic department. Petrino was also head coach of Missouri State University for a while. You remember that. Arkansas is considering bringing him back as their new offensive coordinator. So that's interesting. All must be forgiven. Sounds like. The battle continues in Missouri for the ballot language regarding the question of abortion. Now, though, Arkansas is also making headlines related to that. Arkansas's Attorney General rejected the ballot language there for a proposed amendment that would restore abortion access in that state. That proposal would ban the state from prohibiting, penalizing, delaying, or restricting abortion in the state up to 18 weeks into pregnancy.
All right. This is the first day of the work week that does not have like a special title, I think. We had Cyber Monday, then Giving Tuesday, and now we are counting on this Wednesday. Here are some numbers that have been totaled so far. Are you ready for this? For Cyber Monday, apparently we just had the biggest online shopping day ever. $12.4 billion spent in these United States. Spending was up 10% over last year. And by the way, this was after a really big Black Friday as well, when Americans collectively spent $10 billion on Black Friday. So we'll keep you posted on the Giving Tuesday totals once we know them.
Spending a lot of money, I know that. So hopefully some charities got some of that.
Yeah, no doubt. But that's kind of wild to me, given the inflation numbers right now, that we had the biggest Cyber Monday ever.
Well, it'll be interesting to see whether people were just really looking for good deals and spent their money this weekend, or if there's more spending to come. I think we have to look at what the rest of the shopping season looks like before Christmas to find out if people want to save as much as possible so they'll spend the money now, or whether that's an ongoing thing.
Right. We'll see. Okay. Well, if you did shop till you drop and now you have to go mail some things, here's some dates you might want to consider. USPS says for delivery on time for Christmas, you need to mail out the package by December 16th. It's December 20th if you're going to go priority shipping. FedEx, meanwhile, says that you need to get it out by December 15th, and UPS recommends shipping by December 19th to make sure everything arrives.
Okay. As we head into winter now, it's a good time in Missouri to start bird watching, eagle watching, especially. Missouri is an excellent state for eagle watching from December through February. About 2,000 bald eagles are typically reported here during the wintertime. Some of the hot spots are lakes, of course. They enjoy the lakes, just as we do at different times of year. Three that experts listed: Bagnell Dam access at Lake of the Ozarks, Shepherd of the Hills Fish Hatchery in Branson, because that's just fish in a barrel, almost literally, and the Truman Reservoir near Warsaw. That's where they hang out. That's where they hang out because it's easy pickings. The fish are right there.
I do enjoy watching eagles. It is therapeutic.
Yes. They're
Yes,
majestic animals.
they are indeed. All right. This next story is a little bit bothersome. I'm not going to lie. Even writing it made me kind of want to throw up, but here you are. Amazon is rolling out palm reading technology to the business world. Amazon employees and other companies that use their technology will soon have everything that they need, quite literally, in the palm of their hand. Yes. Amazon says 99% of their technology will be able to be in a chip, and it could replace employee badges and pins. Workers will hover their hand over the Amazon One enrollment device just to access a location to let you in the door. IHG Hotels and Resorts joins the list of companies that have already signed up as customers for this new technology.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that either.
Although a lot of people are like, well, what's the big deal? They already do facial recognition and they already do like all, but there's something about implanting something in
Well,
my
is that
body
well, that's
that
what you
sounds like a
said. You said,
terrible idea.
does it have to be a chip?
Well, it's interesting because I don't like it didn't act like there was like a needle involved, but it's like all in your palm, it says. I
Well,
mean,
it could.
I'm not like a cyber person here, so help me
Well,
out. But yeah,
you're
it sounds like it's very intrusive to me.
well, your fingerprint is unique, so your palm print would be unique. Can it read the palm and know that it's you, or does it have to have something implanted? Is the question? Because you say,
It's a new cloud AI chip. This is from Reuters. I was reading the one from CNBC, but anyway, from Reuters, they're calling it the cloud AI chip. And since it said chip, that's what made me think it's a chip. But
a chip.
it doesn't
I
then
think
go
they would
on.
say. I feel like they would say if it's a chip that is implanted in your hand.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's pretty clear.
Google box it, babe. And I'm going to move on to the next stories while you're
Well,
looking
people
that
at
up.
home are already doing that. So
Okay, well, here you go. These are much happier times, much happier stories. Are you ready? We told you about the Gardens Aglow that was happening at the Japanese Stroll Gardens inside Close Memorial Park. Well, the Friends of the Garden and the Springfield Greene County Park Board are adding to it. They are hosting a new adults only sip and stroll event this year. That event features complimentary hot cocoa, charcuterie. I think I said that right. Yes, nailed it first time, and a special drone light show. The Sip and Stroll, by the way, is adults only. It is $30 per person. You do have to have a ticket, and it's Thursday, December 7th from 6 to 8. So you got to make plans to be there if you want. You can find the tickets on the park board's website.
all right,
Should be a good
good for
time.
them. It's a
Yeah.
new idea. I like it.
Yeah. And then if you're looking for a free event that's fun for you and the kids, the Gray Campbell Farmstead that sits just behind the Japanese Stroll Gardens on the same property there is having the Christmas at the Farmstead and Bazaar. That event is free, open to the public on December 1st and 2nd from 5 to 8 p.m. You can get hot chocolate. Santa Claus is there. There is Christmas ornament making. So lots of fun things to do here in Springfield. Some of them free, some of them you need tickets for.
Some of them adults and some of them family friendly. So
There you
that's
go.
good. Lots of
Yeah.
options. That's for sure. There's a lot going on this time of year. It all starts with the fall festivals because they really, man, they really kick in. And once they get going, it's heavy duty for a little while. And now we're into the holiday stuff.
Yeah. Um, okay, so sorry, back to Reuters. It says the proliferation of custom chips comes amid a scramble to find a computing power to develop technologies such as large language models that form the basis of services similar to Chat GPT. So that obviously is not implanted. Like that's data that you input, but it still calls it a chip. So I don't know.
Well, we know the chip is coming eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually, the chip is coming.
But
I mean, it's already
also
in
the
some
palm
places
reader is really
overseas.
nothing new. That's not new. In fact, in college, which for me at this point was many years ago, we had a palm reader to get into our dorm.
For real?
Yeah. And it had the finger, like it had little nails that stopped your fingers. But yeah, you had to have a palm reader past a certain point to get into the dorm.
Interesting.
Yep. And that was, gosh, 20, no, not 20 years ago. Sorry. Like 15 years ago.
Okay. I'm surprised by that.
Yep.
But all right.
So that's what's weird is like, that's not new. And this is new. But yeah, CNBC calls it a new AI chip. So anyway,
come.
either way, it makes my stomach turn. That's all. That's all I know.
It's all
Okay.
coming. All right.
Well,
Hey, thank you for
happy
watching.
Wednesday.
Hope you have a fantastic Wednesday, and we'll see you back here dark and early on Thursday.
Tomorrow morning. I know it's always dark outside now. Have you noticed? All right. Bye.